tell you what is pretty big at the moment, and that's the middleweight division for the ladies. So, Savannah Marshall, the WBO champion in the form of her life, and Clarissa Shields, who we saw in Cardiff with all the other belts, and well, she brought some magnetism, didn't she, and a little bit of debate afterwards as well. She'll be back Saturday night watching this, but what happens in the ring is all important, and Femke Hermans comes as a former world champion, the current European middleweight champion. You've waited, Femke, a long time for this fight. This was meant to happen this time last year. We had the pandemic, we had COVID tests, then it was going to happen in March. Finally, April the 2nd, you get your chance. Can you disrupt this whole story of Savannah and Clarissa? I know you've shared a ring with Clarissa, and be the first professional to beat Savannah Marshall.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to do everything for it on Saturday. For me, it's a big chance to come back at the highest level after some difficult years. So yeah, I'm going to give everything on Saturday, and I want to take that belt back home so I can be WBO champion in two different weight classes.
Yeah, we've worked a lot with Delphine Persoon from Belgium as well, obviously, who gave Katie Taylor a torrid time over 20 rounds as well. What are you going to bring on Saturday that you think Savannah will struggle with?
I'm going to, you will see it on Saturday. I'm not going to talk about the game plan or something like that, but I am in a very good shape. I have a good training camp. I'm very pleased about my new team. Everything has fallen together the last months, so I'm ready to kick some ass on Saturday.
To kick some ass on Saturday. And presumably you've been studying Savannah Marshall for a long, long time now, so you've got that game plan, which you won't reveal, is well and truly nailed.
Yeah, Savannah has a big career on amateurs, so and also in pro fights. She fought some fighters, but I think I will be the first one with a result, a career that I had already. It will be, I think, the biggest fight for her until now. So she will have to prove something on Saturday.
You will have to prove something against Savannah. It is arguably your biggest professional test to date against Femke. And as we know in boxing, all great plans can go out the window when slip-ups happen. So how focused are you? You've known about fighting Femke for a long time. Finally, it happens in your beloved Northeast on Saturday night. I bet you can't wait.
No, I really can't wait. This fight's been nearly a full year to the day in the making. We were meant to box last year. It fell through on fight week. So we've both done 2 full camps studying each other. So I know I'm very familiar with Femke, and I'm sure she is with me. But she is definitely the toughest fight of my career to date. She's a former world champion. She's only ever been beaten off world champions. So I'm expecting a tough night on Saturday from Femke.
It was very exciting against Lolita Mazea back in October. Ben was saying earlier that was the night that he felt you sort of became a star, and you got up on that ring apron and the crowd and everything. It was a breakthrough night, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. The reception I received was unbelievable, and it all added to the result. Obviously, Lolita come storming out first round and really stuck it on me, and I think she gave a little bit too much, and that aided the KO in the second round. But it was an unbelievable night for me, especially going from having a little tiny photo on the poster to having a half my face being on now. So I've definitely come on leaps and bounds, and it's all due to the platform Sky and Boxer have given me.
It was a thrilling night, but we had a pretty good one down in Cardiff. The silent assassin wasn't so silent afterwards with Clarissa Shields. So that is a mouth-watering match, really, to get excited about. And you must know, with Clarissa there on Saturday night, you want to show something again, don't you, to her?
It is what it is. She knows what I can do, and I'm not out to impress her. I think my boxing speaks for itself. Everyone keeps saying, how can you focus on Femke when everyone's talking about Clarissa? But the thing is, everyone's been talking about Clarissa for the past 4 or 5 years. She's always been creeping about in the background for me, so this is nothing new. I'm quite tunnel visioned when it comes to who's in front of me, and I know that I can overlook Femke and obviously the skills she got and what she brings. So obviously get Femke out the way, and then there's nothing in the way of setting up a massive fight between me and Clarissa.
Ben, she might be creeping in those red slippers again on Saturday night, Clarissa Shields. She certainly took Cardiff by storm. It'll be fantastic to have her back, won't it? Such a wonderful fighter, and if that fight happens, it will be one of the biggest of all time, let's be honest.
Yeah, I think it shows where women's boxing is at in the UK. I think, look, Clarissa's always been a superstar in world boxing, and I think she's been surprised to watch Savannah's ascendancy over the past 6-12 months. She's always known that she's an elite athlete, but now she's a superstar in her own right, and that's what makes this such a big fight. Savannah brings in a big crowd. She's headlining shows on Sky. It shows what this platform can do for you if you have that talent, and if you want to put yourself out there, and if you want to take the right fights. And she's got another tough one on Saturday, but as you say, it's all building up to something that could be really truly special in women's boxing. It's the UK versus the US. It's one personality versus a completely different personality. It's a big puncher against a very, very sort of good amateur style in Clarissa Shields, and it's going to make for a massive fight. But Savannah cannot overlook this one, because it is the toughest fight to date, and the dreams of not just Savannah but ourselves to put on such a big women's fight would be shattered if she can't get through on Saturday night.
Savannah, Femke talks about a new team that's got her ready for Saturday night. You've now had, I think, some 4 years or so with Peter Fury, and the difference I think he's made to your life, not just your career, has been monumental, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. There's a couple of reporters here that have said, a couple of years ago we couldn't get 2 words out here. But yeah, definitely, Peter's definitely rubbed off on me, and he's confident. And sometimes I look back on interviews and I see little things Peter would say. So he's definitely made me the fighter I am today.
Do you think that with him you deal with Femke Hermans and then you deal with Clarissa Shields, and that this will be the biggest year of your boxing life?
The shape Peter gets me in, and the game plan and the tactics, I've got that much trust in Peter that he's never done me wrong so far. Everything he's said to me, it's always come true. So I believe, the tactics and the shape, like I said, the shape Peter gets me in, I believe that there's no one on this planet that can beat me. So
finally, what's going to happen when you meet Femke Hermans on Saturday night, defending your world title, a title she wants to win to add to her super middleweight belt? What's going to happen, Savannah, for the Newcastle fans?
Obviously, I've got Femke on Saturday night. I know she's going to bring a tough fight for me, but I know I will be victorious. Get her out the way, and then, like I said, there's nothing stopping me and Clarissa in the summer.
Tell you what, she speaks with confidence these days, doesn't she? Savannah Marshall, the silent assassin, not quite as silent anymore, defending her WBO middleweight title against this terrific Femke Hermans. A wonderful bill in Newcastle. Ben and I are delighted to be back, Boxer and Sky, together for another fantastic show a week after Wembley. We just keep rolling on, and the North East will be rocking on Saturday night. The guys and girls will post for some face-offs afterwards, and they'll be available for one-on-ones. And we'll see you for the weigh-in tomorrow. Thanks very much.